She screamed before I could even finish my sentence. Her voice cracked through the phone like glass under pressure. I just stood there smiling, the kind of smile that comes when the storm you've been waiting for finally hits. 3 days earlier, she'd sent a box of cookies, homemade, wrapped neatly in pink foil, tied with a ribbon my daughter would have adored. There was even a note, her tidy, elegant handwriting looping across the paper. Happy birthday, sweetheart. Eat as many as you like. That was my sister. Sweet on the outside, scheming underneath. I used to trust her. When our parents died, she moved in with me, promising to help, and I believed her. She played the role of the loving aunt perfectly, baking treats, helping with homework, laughing during bedtime stories. But that was before I found out about the money. Not just mine, my daughter's too. The fund my husband and I had built for her future. Gone. Months of savings, tuition deposits, silently drained into an account under my sister's name. When I confronted her, she cried, swore it was temporary, promised she'd pay back every cent. I didn't yell. I didn't even tell her that I'd already seen the messages between her and my husband, the two of them mocking me, calling me naive. I just said, okay. That's when the plan began. She thought I forgave her. I let her think that. I smiled at dinners, picked up her calls, even let her babysit again. She believed the door was open. It wasn't. I was watching her, learning her routines, her temper, her triggers, and most importantly, her greatest weakness, paranoia. She'd always been terrified of exposure. Her reputation meant everything. The image of the perfect sister, the devoted mother, the kind neighbor. So I decided her downfall would come from that very fear. When the cookies arrived for my daughter's birthday, I didn't touch them, didn't even untie the ribbon. Something about them was too perfect, too cheerful. And when she called 2 days later, her tone was too eager. Did she eat the cookies? She asked, her voice light but trembling at the edges. That's when I decided to answer differently. Laughing, I said, no, your kid came over earlier and ate them all. The silence that followed was pure, raw panic. Then came the scream. She broke before I even had to accuse her. Through shattered sobs, she confessed everything. How she laced the cookies with something mild, just enough to make my daughter sick, not kill her. Said it was payback. For what? I asked. For taking everything from me, she cried. I let her talk, let her spill every filthy truth while I quietly recorded the call. By the time the police arrived, she was still screaming. Neighbors had come outside. Her husband tried to intervene, but the recording spoke louder than any defense. People later said I should feel guilty, that she was still my sister. But guilt died in me the day I found her hand in my child's future and her laughter in my husband's messages. Now she sits behind bars. My husband's gone, whether he fled or ran. I stopped caring to ask. And me? I'm still here. Calm. Steady. Sometimes I think about that pink box in the trash that night. How easy it was for her to destroy herself. I didn't need to lift a finger. Just one lie. One laugh. One perfectly timed sentence. Your kid came over earlier and ate them all. That was enough to end her. Justice doesn't always draw blood. Sometimes it just needs a truth, delivered with a smile.